We have studied hard and have learned the necessary precautions.
First of all, there are three main aspects to driving. There are following distance, braking distance, and stopping distance. Following distance is the minimum distance you should leave between you and the vehicle you are behind.
A good rule of thumb for following distance is to make sure you are at least 2 seconds behind the other vehicle.
Braking distance is the distance traveled before coming to a complete stop when the brakes are applied to the vehicle.
Braking distance is very similar to stopping distance. The only difference is that stopping distance is the distance traveled before coming to a complete stop, including the distance traveled during the reaction time.
Next, we realize it is important to know what to do when the light turns yellow. It all depends on what zone you are in.
We learned about the different types of zones. The first two are the go zone and the stop zone.
The go zone is the place where automobiles are in, where they can safely proceed through the intersection when the light turns yellow.
If you are in the go zone, the safest option is to continue driving.
The other zone is the stop zone. The stop zone is the place where all automobiles can safely stop before reaching the intersection when the light turns yellow.
If you are in the stop zone, you need to slow down before you reach the yellow light.
Two zones that are created by the go zone and the stop zone are the dilemma zone and the overlap zone.
The overlap zone is the space when the light turns yellow, where the driver can either stop or go through the intersection safely.
When in the overlap zone, you can either go or slow down.
The dilemma zone is the space between the go zone and stop zone, where either option, stopping or continuing, ends up being unsafe.
Lastly, to be a safe driver, you need to know what you are doing when traveling around a curve.
First of all, how does speed relate to going around a curve?
Well, when you are traveling around a curve, your vehicle needs to slow down. If you do not slow down, then your car will slide off the road.
Faster speeds on curves are dangerous because each curve has a set radius, and that radius cannot be changed.
For each radius, there is also a maximum amount of friction.
Friction is the force that resists relative motion between two things in contact.
Well, the faster you travel on a curve, the closer you get to hitting the maximum friction. And if you do hit the maximum friction, your car will lose control of the curve.
Certain things that affect the friction on the road are the conditions. Icy roads or water on the pavement can make cars lose their grip on the road and spiral out of control.
The main thing to remember is to travel slowly when driving in hazardous conditions, whether you are driving on a curve or not.
Overall, we feel that we have gained enough knowledge on what to do in various situations while on the road.
We have proven that we are responsible drivers and know enough information to make smart decisions. We feel that because of this, we should be able to borrow our parents' cars.